I'm going up.
Yes, of course.
No milk for the cat, please. The veterinarian was quite specific.
No. I'm sorry.
What is it?
Tomorrow, I was thinking maybe we might get away. After breakfast, we could take a drive.
A drive? My Saturdays are my own. You know that. Besides, we don't take drives, do we?
Maybe we should start. Explore again.
Explore?
Yes.
I have lectures to write, plants to water, errands. Besides, I don't know what we'd explore.
A student who remembered I once mentioned Baritone Bay said it. The entire area is to be developed into vacation homes. The bulldozers will arrive by the end of the month. They've never been discovered, sillies. Will you at least think about it?
Thank you, darling. I'll take you a couple more, too.
Miss, I'm still missing my salad.
Take your fucking hand off me.
I want to speak with your manager immediately.
Lady at table 4 wants to see you.
Why's that?
I don't know. Maybe she wants to compliment my great service.
You better hope that's fucking why.
Lots of tables?
What?
Just wondering if you're busy, you know? Out there?
You got lots of dishes?
Yeah.
Where do you think those fucking dishes are coming from?
All right. Now you go and get a salad and you take it to your customer. Small Caesar dressing on the side. In case you forgot, you are on thin fucking ice with me already.
That right.
Do it now. I've seen girls come through here just like you, on their way to the bottom. And the next time I see them, it's always in some dive fucking titty bar. Matt! You're burning that steak! God damn it! We're working on this thing for 40 minutes. The grill that's not as hot and just do it slow. Don't you fucking dare!
What is this?
Oh, your suppository. Chill. Here, why don't you jack off in it?
Sorry. I can't.
I've never asked for much. You know that, Celise. We have a reason to go there now. If they truly can exist nowhere else on Earth as we once imagined, then this development will destroy their habitat. Extinction, Celise, extinction. Then if not for them, for us, please. I'll go make some breakfast.
Regina, listen, have you spoke with either Joseph or Celise in the last couple of days?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, Joseph missed his lab on Monday, right? And then Celise never showed up yesterday to make copies of handouts for today's lecture. You know she never misses a lecture, no matter what. And especially she will have skipped this one. This is the day she's scheduled to show her research to the class. You know how important she views this lecture each semester.
The projector, slides?
Yes, all set up. I set up everything.
I'll take her lecture.
You sure?
Yeah. Good afternoon. Dr. Adkins could not be here today, and so you have me. I'm familiar with what she intended to speak to you about today. Enough, I hope, to do justice to what the photographs on this carousel of slides have contributed to the body of science. After her postdoctoral research into decomposition, Dr. Adkins was asked by the FBI to help put away a serial killer by disproving his alibi. They gave her a cadaver from a medical school and asked her to determine precisely how long it would take a human body with open wounds, left seaside, to arrive at the condition the killer's most recent victim was discovered. her exacting documentation of all she observed constitute a front row seat into an extraordinary and surprising procession of living things. So, shall we begin?
I was waiting for you. How are you?
I'm fine, but I missed that fucking train last night.
You did?
Yeah, and it took me forever to find a taxi that was willing to bring me out this far. Do you know when the university told us that this place was in the middle of nowhere, they were not kidding.
Yeah, it took me forever to get here too. Okay, you see that? Yeah. I claimed it. For us.
So how's it shower?
The shower? Well, it doesn't have running water, but I already found like a way how we can like heat it up and.
That's why I'm kidding. It's perfect.
You mean it?
Yes, I do.
And the best thing is,
Yes.
without having to go in there.
So what do we have in there?
Just boys.
Isn't there 4 of them to just us, right?
Yeah. And 3 of them are idiots. Come, have a look.
Tell you what, let's meet them first. And then I want to see this place that you have for us.
Yeah, and so we're at this bar, right? And this guy just comes out and they're... No. It's... So, she didn't abandon you like I said. This must be Cecil.
Celeste.
This is Watcher, Patrick.
Hi.
Fine.
Now we're complete.
And what's that supposed to mean?
That we're all accounted for, now that you're here. And our dark and damp study house can be properly primed with 6 weeks of alcohol consumption. You want a shot?
No, thank you. We're here for our research.
Oh.
Get drunk.
Are we entitled on our first day to kick it off?
Well, she said no, so a no is a no.
Okay, all right. One more for us, right, guys, then?
I thought there was supposed to be another one of you here.
Joseph, our bookworm. He's probably out somewhere taking inventory on his field bag, counting his sample sacks.
Come on.
Oh, we won't hold it against you if you decide it's a bit too rough out there and want your room back upstairs. What?
I got fired.
Fucking again? Was it worth it?
Yep. Totally. She kind of reminded me of my mother. The bitch didn't like my salad.
Hey. Got word about this guy a couple months ago. He's been making the rounds. He's looking for pigeons to pluck. He can play. Even better than you.
I doubt it.
Stay the fuck away from him. You understand?
Oh,
Frank. You always underestimate me.
No, you overestimate how much of a badass you think you are.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You fucking do, Sil. You make shitty choices, like getting fired when you don't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah, that is exactly why I need to go tame against my cat, so I don't lose my place in a week.
Lose it. Come and stay with me like I've been saying. Sam! Fuck! Hey! Pick up my stool, wipe off your face. I already told you to knock it off once. Do I need to tell you again? Want a game?
Thanks. Just, you know, messing around.
$100.
Problem is, see, I never play for less than 300.
Got a minute?
Not really. Fine, 300.
You got 300?
I won't need it.
And if you do?
Go ahead, young lady. I'll be here.
You know, how about a shot from me and this old man?
Oh, nice. In that case, I'll have a bourbon. That good Kentucky kind. If you have any.
Don't do this.
I already am. Back?
Well, I would, but I only see 100.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll cover the rest.
I don't want your money. You win, it's yours.
And what if it goes the other way?
Money's yours. You keep it.
Then what's in it for you?
I think you know.
Aren't I a little young for you?
Oh, I don't think so. No harm. Look, if you want to scurry back to your barmaid friend,
What's your name?
Eddie.
Do you mind if I break, Eddie?
Of course not. I'm a gentleman.
I would have thought around this time that perhaps it would have been a little warmer today. Ta-da! Ta-da, indeed. Ah, that's him. Joseph. He just dropped something. I'm gonna go and meet him. I'll be right back.
No, you can meet him later, please.
I'll be just a minute. Promise. I'll be right there.
Thank you.
It's Joseph, right?
Yes.
What are you here to research?
Is that strange?
Perhaps. I might have stumbled on something that demands my focus more than what I came for.
And what might that be?
I'm not sure yet. Not quite.
I think you're supposed to ask me now what my research is on.
Yes, of course.
Sternula albifrons. Close relation to the Forster tern.
I see. And specifically?
Well, to see if I can learn how to help slow their decline toward extinction. These scarce birds have fragile nesting habits, and they are notoriously selective in their choice of mates.
Well, thank you.
Why Yates?
Sorry?
It's just a little unusual to find a scientist fond of poetry, especially Yeats.
Oh, I don't know. I suppose he explains to me the working of things in ways I otherwise wouldn't see.
Hey. Hey. What are you two talking about?
I was just telling Joseph here about my terns and how fragile they seem to be.
Did you tell him already how we met?
I don't believe that Joseph would even be interested in that.
Joseph?
Oh, sure.
So we met 3 years ago, yeah. It was 3 years ago. I just moved here and I went to a rock concert. And there was this guy and he gave me a beer and I took it. Very stupid. And then I just felt really dizzy and everything was moving so slow. I got really scared. And then I actually can't remember much, but I don't know, he must have spiked this with LSD or something. And the next thing I can remember is her outside, just her cold, cold hands on me.
And how concerned that you'd never see the ocean again. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Have you ever tried LSD, Joseph?
No.
Oh.
Although, I wouldn't mind trying it once. Nice meeting you.
Now, I want to see this place that you have to us. Learning German. House. Haus. Haute?
It's Hütte.
Hütte?
Hütte.
Hütte.
Hütte. Yeah, really good. By the way, I have something for you. So this belonged to my father, and he got it from my grandfather, and before my father got polio, he and my grandfather would go to the woods every Sunday. And since I'm not using it for underwater, I think you should have it.
Your father's?
Yeah.
Can I have a look?
Of course.
shame.
I once was here, you know. If it was there and I wanted it, I fucking took it. Or I tried. If I got in a tight spot, let some guy fuck me and I'd get out of it. Until even that didn't work anymore. Hey. It cost me. Still. Yeah. You heard enough yet?
So, day one, hour one, it took only 5 minutes for the first visitor to arrive. It was the beetle, Clodotus maximi. When hyenas devour their prey, they fight amongst themselves for every morsel. Not true with insects. They all have purpose and gladly share. In just under an hour, she counted fully 13 different species. They all came out of instinct to feed. Swag flies, crabs, and once warmed up, gulls arrived in force. By the time night came at the end of the first day, she had watched her corpse nearly burst from the methane trapped inside.
I sent her a birthday gift. Teeth.
Teeth?
Hers. I saved them.
And you think she'll appreciate something smacking of sentimentality?
Well, we don't really know her anymore, but I like to think she may. Do you remember when she was about 7 or 8, how she'd go through the books in my study and look for pictures of fossils, and how she'd give them funny names? And there was one that she always insisted on showing us.
Spooky bones.
Spooky bones. I said in the birthday note that you wished her well.
And you think she cares?
Maybe. I don't know with any certainty anything about her.
Because of me?
No, you were a fine mother, Celise.
Most assuredly was not, and you know it, Joseph.
Well, I made mistakes as well.
A few. You don't understand the things I said to her. Unforgivable things meant to inflict maximum damage. The strange part is, I hated it as it was happening.
You passed the jam, honey? Thank you.
You didn't say you're welcome.
She did.
What time did you come back last night?
I don't know. Late. Why?
I saw you walking out of the park carrying your shoes. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Two years ago, it was a month before they found Jenna's daughter, or what was left of her in those woods. The man who raped and murdered her left her there in a ditch.
What's your point?
Walk around it after dark.
It was me. I drove her away.
She had to go.
How did you find her?
She sent me a postcard last year. She may not still be at the same address, but I sent the teeth anyway, just in case. Things can be mended with her.
I seriously doubt that.
My dearest Syl, isn't it extraordinary how these are a part of us for such a brief time before becoming miniature fossils? I tried my best to dry your tears with the loss of each one that hurt. Happy birthday from the both of us.
What are they?
Two of them actually landed on me yesterday. I believe they like our warmth.
What family?
Likely the Velia genus. An undocumented species.
Sorry?
Undiscovered. There's a high probability they perhaps exist here only.
I imagine some combination of winds and tides could play a role. Or some food source they need found nowhere but here.
Way out here. They clearly know how to avoid human beings. The research will be astonishing. Every day a new discovery about them.
It's fantastic, Joseph. You should be pleased.
Sorry?
Your discovery. Their entire lives, most scientists never get the opportunity that you have. I think it's wonderful for you.
But I was hoping we might share it. I'm certain your birds are absolutely worth your full attention, and I don't expect an answer immediately, of course. Take your time, please.
Sounded like breath being exhaled.
Rather you didn't.
I'll crack a fucking window.
Still, kind of prefer you held off. Just, trying to quit, so. Some lady at a farmer's market or something told me to chew on licorice sticks. I don't think it's working because I still want to fucking smoke. What's on Franklin Street?
What's it to you?
You're right. None of my business.
No shit.
Dark brought rats. Living near the beach, human carrion for them was rare. Rain was the only thing that prevented them from making more of a dent. Since a deceased body is relatively porous, it naturally filled up and became more or less a leather water bag. Skin became piebald. Anyone else? Death can be hard to look at. But it's the price we pay for being multi-celled.
Thank you.
The fare was only 20.
Yeah, but your brakes sound like shit. You should fix those. Are these your business cards?
Mm-hmm.
They look like paper bags.
Hey, do you know anything about locks? How to fucking drill them out?
You live here?
I did.
Who does now?
My parents.
And they'd be all right with this?
Please just open the fucker, okay?
You sure? Because, I've already served my time inside, so this isn't part of my thing anymore.
I fucking grew up here. Now, would you please open it? That's it?
Yeah.
Are you sure it worked?
Yeah.
I don't want to go in alone.
Better be careful. I could get used to this. I like having paint on my toes sometimes. Yeah. Just, I don't know. Does it look a little archaic? We are supposed to be liberated women. We are. But some of the best things in life most people consider archaic. Such as? Well, let's see. Microscopes made in Japan in the 1930s. And? Apple picking in the fall. And? And? Large format box cameras, like the ones used by Ansel Adams. I will do yours next, yeah? Joseph asked me to join him in his research. What do you mean? Abandon your research? Yes. We are the only two women in the biology department who ever got awarded to be in a place like this. I just... And your passion? Your passion is your birds. And Celeste, your dissertation, it will be brilliant. Why would you seriously just thinking about stepping away like that? But you don't even know what he's found. Fine. Tell me. An undiscovered species. And you believe him? Yes. Wait here.
Walk around it after dark.
Grass at night feels great on my feet, Mother. You should fucking try it sometime.
You try it again and you're out.
Celeste, don't. Don't go there.
Doesn't it get exhausting? How you have to diminish every wonderful thing, like walking through cold, wet grass at night. What happened to you? How do you fucking breathe in here, Mother?
Oh. Okay.
That question that you asked me earlier today.
Bingo.
Brian, that was rude. Apologize, please.
Very touchy, you two.
Apologize.
I should go.
Consider it a souvenir.
What's the rush?
It's time to catch the adults in the nest this dawn.
I'm glad Mike's help isn't so picky. Can you put on the kettle for me?
Another biography?
No. It's a love story, actually.
I thought you hated that genre.
I do, normally. But this one is different.
Last night. For how long?
Always. I mean, we're not in the 50s anymore. Things are changing.
Seems like they're more active today.
Must be the moisture.
Let's record it, come on, before it disappears.
What the hell are you doing? You're not supposed to be in here.
You'd asked me to wait.
Yeah, well, not in my father's study. I guess you were in there poking around in hers too, were you?
She's an amazing photographer. You pose for her sometimes. I could tell by the look on your face that you enjoyed it. And him? Poetry to paleontology. Very nice. What's he do?
He studies bugs. They're scientists.
What's her thing? Your mother's?
Decay. Look, you can go now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Your folks need their door fixed. I don't leave things broken.
Well, I'm surprised a guy like you doesn't understand that some things are just beyond fixing.
Maybe. But a shitload of others aren't.
Hey. Do you want a beer?
What should their name be?
I don't know. It almost feels too soon to think about that.
Maybe. But we should call them something.
What do you think, Joseph? Spray hoppers.
It's a good name. Perfect, really.
I couldn't wait 2 minutes for water to boil. I was in such a hurry to be with you. You know, often looking at our child as she grew up, conceived as she was as Fester burnt alive, I understood that it wasn't her fault, but there were times that I wasn't able to believe that, as you well know.
Why? Why did you choose me, Celise?
I was enchanted.
Everything heals. Of all people, the two of us understand how nature sees to it. There's still time for us.
In the end, Dr. Adkins witnessed a kind of silvering the body went through. Life's soft pink and death's smudged gray conspired to find the silver in between. From a distance, in the late afternoon light, she observed that her corpse looked like a shard of fallen ice. But up close, quite a bit more colorful. Less than 100 hours and a fingertip run along the skin yields the feel of tendon strings. Still flesh on flesh, but barely.
Question?
Yes?
That case, did this evidence help convict the man accused?
I don't believe so. I understand he got his 6-year-old niece to lie and say he took her to the movies that day. And then for ice cream.
We used to have a bird feeder in my backyard.
Yeah?
My mom and I would sit out there for hours, and she would tell me about all the different types of birds. My favorite was the American goldfinch. I don't know why, it just connected with me or something. No.
Good for you. Like that?
No, it's way too hard. You gotta do it underhand.
Okay.
Invite them. Now, whenever I see a goldfinch, I think of my mom.
Why is she?
She passed. But before she did, she told me to keep feeding the birds. Because it's important to take care of something.
Someone of relation to the owners of a 1997 Subaru registered to one Joseph and Celise Adkins.
Conditions are perfect with these running tides. They're gone.
Maybe the sun just needs to be lower. Watch, they'll come. If we're patient. There's still time.
They called.
I told you not to worry, didn't I? Did you tell them that I gave her lecture?
It was the police, Regina.
I see.
Are you cold? I'm... No, I'm so sorry. It's been a while.
It's okay. It's okay.
Miss Atkins. Aye, we met on the phone. As I told you, positive ID doesn't require this. Dental records work, more reliable, more humane. You didn't have to come. Were you my daughter, I would not want you to look under those covers. There's been a toll taken. A brutal one.
You drive?
Yeah.
Well, you might want to take her home.
It's your decision.
I want to see them. Just take us home.
Please stop. I need to get out.
Where's her lullaby?
Like our spray hoppers, vanished.
Maybe not. You used to think we needed wind.
I still do.
Ah. See? We're not forgotten.
What should their name be?
I don't know. It almost feels too soon to think about that.
Maybe. But we should call them something. What do you think, Joseph? Spray hoppers.
Speed courier. I have a letter for Sil Atkins.
Dear Sil, this is Regina Carter. Though I do not know when you might come upon this note, I am sending it to your parents' home with the hope you will find it at some point. I received the news earlier this afternoon while at the university. Though the last time we saw each other was some years ago, I remember well that we got on. Anyway, I hope you don't mind if, in this short note, I write things I feel a need to say to someone, and I'm afraid that person can now be only you. I was told where and how your parents were discovered. We can only hope at that moment they felt free of anger or sorrow or regret. Beyond the instant of their deaths, nothing will be mended except by the sentiment of those who may have witnessed them as they were at the end. I was never certain, but I always suspected their love was formed by a sustaining wave of some kind that pulled them together and never released them. Something I must believe was theirs alone. They deserved a loving and unconscious end, beyond experience. These are Sil, their ever-ending days of being dead.